This is the Lance Whitaker Voice in Motion YouTube channel, home of comprehensive Caribbean horse racing coverage and more. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell.
This is Lance at the Track, covering top stories in the sport of kings.
Welcome to this week's presentation. Ahead in the show, a surprise win in Saturday's Tanglewood Stakes in Barbados. This 7-year-old mare propelled with this big win to a Sandalane Gold Cup appearance in March. A bumper day at the Garrison Savannah for owner Mrs. Gay Smith and trainer Edward Walcott Jr., who sweep the top 3 spots in the Coolmore Home of Champions Stakes and Trophy to complete the big race double. A busy weekend at Jamaica's Caymanas Park, where Mac and Rome in the George Hosang Trophy race and Barnaby in the Linda Della Pena Memorial landed the richest events. And an added money double at Florida's Tampa Bay Downs for Barbadian trainer Safi Joseph Jr. Plus the usual statistical update on Caribbean victories overseas. A lot to get through this week, so let's head quickly now to Barbados for our opening story.
The Tanglewood Stakes Saturday, for the first time ever being run as a win-on-your-in event for the Sandalane Gold Cup in March, had 11 starters. All eyes on the 11th horse, one of 3 Trinidad and Tobago entries. The favourite and defending champion, Hello World, on a 14-race winning streak that includes 3 consecutive TNT Gold Cup wins. Dylan Kellowan, the reigning TNT champion jockey, in for the ride. The 6-year-old had to have a shoe refitted just before race time. The preferred entries here based on the betting odds: Mandarin Oriental at 9-1 in the 1 box. Number 2 Raconteur at 10-1 for ex-champion trainer Andrew Nunes, was won 2 of the last 3 Tanglewood Stakes. Number 4 Dancing Prospector at 7-1. Number 6 Headliner, the 2025 TNT Triple Crown winner, at 6-1. In the 7 box at 8-1, champion jockey Ricky Walcott aboard the TNT bred Princess Aruna, who was runner-up to Hello World in last year's Tanglewood. The 2024 Central Downs champion and 6 times leading rider in Barbados, Rashid Hughes, is aboard the 9-2 second favourite Valiant in post position 9. Barbadian super filly Nostradamus scratched. And in the 11 box, the 4-5 favourite Hello World. In the come box, Dean Springer picks up the call.
The opening quarter, 26-4, and Dancing Prospector and Valiant are disputing the lead. On the inside, Ari settles into 3rd. Pussycat is on the inside. Headliner is up on the outside. Then there's a break of 2 before we get to Princess Aruna and Cat for Cat. Hello World is being pushed along the inside of Heroes Day. Then there is Mandarin Oriental, and weighted with at the back of the field is Raconteur. The half, 51-4, and Dancing Prospector will not have traffic as his excuse this afternoon. On the inside, Aries cruising into 2nd. Valiant is ridden along in 3rd. Then on the inside is Pussycat, then Headliner, as they round the far turn and head up the hill. And Dancing Prospector leads after 6-1, 18-4. As they go over the top of the hill is Dancing Prospector on the inside. There's on the outside of Dancing Prospector, looks like Princess Aruna, and then there's on the inside Pussycat running a big race as they come inside the quarter pole, and it is still on the inside. Dancing Prospector running huge on the outside. Valiant, Pussycat just needs a seam to come through. Hello World is coming with his run, and there are no more turns in the Tanglewood, and Pussycat has come to the front. Dancing Prospector is next, wide on the outside Princess Aruna, but it is going to be Pussycat. She is going to storm home, wins it.
The 7-year-old mare booking her Sandalane Gold Cup ticket here with the upset win in commanding style. The 4th time jockey Antonio Bishop, trainer Eddie Walcott Jr. and owner Mrs. Gay Smith are combining to win the Tanglewood, following 2 scores with Zoom and Butterfly's victory in 2019. There were 7 horses in the 11-horse field better supported in the betting than Pussycat, but jockey Bishop knew he was on a fit horse and only needed to be patient.
The fraction of the race is not that very fast, so I knew as long as I bought my time and just get the 2 horses on the front, going to come back to me eventually, and I know I got a dead turn of foot, so I just played that to my advantage.
At 12-1 odds, Pussycat wins by 6 lengths over the odds-on favourite Hello World, whose 14-race winning streak is snapped. The winning time, a pretty quick 2 minutes 9.40 seconds. Only one Tanglewood winner in the last 10 years has been faster. That Butterflies win 7 years ago in 2:09 1/5. The Tanglewood owner-trainer combination had more to cheer about just over half an hour later in the Coolmore Home of Champions Stakes and Trophy. In another upset result, Jerry the Nipper scoring courtesy of Demario Bino's skillful front-running ride.
It is still Jerry the Nipper who's at the head of affairs, challenged now by on the outside. That is Warby, who begins to take in Portfolio Company coming through the inside of his stablemate. And now these two are at the head of affairs. It's Portfolio Company and a resolute Jerry the Nipper bracing for Smoking Tea as they turn for home. It is Jerry the Nipper trying to fend off all challengers and go pillar to post. Portfolio Company on the inside is second. Smoking Tea trying to get on terms late. It's a Gay Smith 1, 2, 3. Jerry the Nipper needs the line and he's going to get it. The Tanglewood Coolmore exact goes to Gay Smith. It is Jerry the Nipper who stunned Smoking Tea.
Sean Aline on commentary. Canada's Assiniboia Downs reigning champion jockey Demario Bino gets the fine win for trainer Walcott. Owner Gay Smith and groom Dale Critchlow. That trio landing the Tanglewood and Coolmore double. Last year's Gold Cup third placer Jerry the Nipper with 7 wins in the USA, but first here at the Garrison, takes the Gold Cup prep Coolmore by 3/4 of a length over Smoking Tea and the 2024 Gold Cup winner Portfolio Company. A 1-2-3 sweep for trainer Walcott and owner Smith. This winning time joined fastest Coolmore in 6 years. Only So Suave, who also went 151 in 2023, has been as fast since 2020.
We're checking in on Jamaica now to report on the busy weekend of racing Saturday and Sunday at Caymanas Park.
Saturday's main event, the George Hosang Trophy, honouring the Jamaican Hall of Famer and 4-time champion jockey at Caymanas Park. Flocked here by the feature race riders in the parade ring, Hosang, a national awardee in Jamaica with the OD, Order of Distinction. He was also inducted into the Horse Racing Hall of Fame in Canada, where he was champion jockey twice at Woodbine. Champion Bubbler, the even money favourite for this George Hosang 5-furlong straight sprint. But watch the outside horse, Mac and Rome, coming off a runner-up finish in the previous weekend's Bonnet Blue Flag, positioning himself well mid-race under apprentice Gavin Harris.
Commander Z showing some good speed. She's That Girl is also putting in a strong punch. Mac and Roman galloping Develos, this group nearest to us. Unruly More racing more toward the centre on the far side, the Speedy, another one, but they charge inside the final quarter. She's That Girl drifting across toward the far side. Mac and Rome is right against the stand fence, but it's still a wide open. Galloping de Veloz trying to close up with Champion Bubbler now finding room in between horses, but it is Mac and Rome who holds the lead inside the final 16th. They're not going to catch Mac and Rome. Mac and Rome will win the George Hosang OD Trophy.
Brian Rickman on commentary, a 5th lifetime win this for Mac and Rome, benefiting from a confident ride from apprentice Gavin Harris, guided by clear instructions from trainer Sacklane Roman, who had celebrated his 29th birthday just a few days earlier.
Get him out and stay at the same draw, it's 14 draw, and I stay there, sir.
Just break and stay under the stand, and him fast, so him will just left them.
Mac and Rome by 2 3/4 lengths takes the George Hosang ahead of Bulletproof Coffee, with a favourite Champion Bubbler third. The winning time 57.97 seconds. Saturday's secondary feature, the 8:30 sprint, honouring the multiple track record breaker and 1974 Horse of the Year. Several of 8:30's big wins with George Hosang aboard. This also over the 5 straight course, with Kevin Burnside on commentary.
Lexi Lou keeping on from another wow. This is where the race lies. They're coming to the furlong pole. Lexi Lou still in front, another wow. Still chasing, not getting to Lexi Lou. Lexi Lou still in front, another wow. Coming on to another quality. It is Lexi Lou trying to fend them off. Lexi Lou another wow, trying to. It's 5 on the day for the devastating Dane Dawkins. Lexi Lou goes on to beat another wow.
There were 4 other wins for Jockey Dawkins on the card as he closes a massive 5-timer here, the first in his career. He has had many 4-timers, 11 of them by my count, including 8 in 2022 when he was the champion jockey. Winning trainer Gary Sabrati had 3 wins on the card, all with Dawkins aboard. Sabrati's weekend success extended beyond Jamaica, reuniting with 2025 Mute Mile winning jockey Javier Castellano to land Saturday's 5th race at Florida's Gulfstream Park with a 9-2 bet, Samaritan's Joy for Jamaican owner Trevor James. Castellano had of course won the 2013 Trinidad Derby with Big Man in Town for Sabrati. Philip Azar's Lexi Lou dominates the 8:30 sprint in a 2.5 length victory, stopping the clock for the 5 straight course at 59.56 seconds. Another highlight of Saturday's card, jockey Tevin Foster's win aboard the 1-2 favourite Tigray Express in the 7th race, taking him to the 400 win landmark at Caymanas Park. Runner-up to Radish Roman in the 2024 Jamaica Jockeys Championship, the 31-year-old Foster continuing to reel in the winners. He also had 14 victories in his debut season in Canada in 2025. Racing at Caymanas Park continued Sunday, and after first-time starter So Lucky Am I won the co-feature Mercury Sprint with Bev Harvey aboard for trainer Ian Forbes. The Anthony Nunes-trained 5-year-old Barnaby made a winning return after more than 5 months, and it took a determined ride from champion Radish Roman on the rail to snatch the come-from-behind win over his stablemate Neo Star in the Linda Della Penna Memorial Trophy race.
They've got to catch Neo Star, and the rider now becomes a busy person as they drive toward the furlong pole. It is Neo Star out in front. Neo Star with that lead. There is a Barnaby down against the rail now, beginning to come with a run. Neo Star out in front on the Javanil Patterson. Barnaby sprouting wings on the rail. Barnaby will win it.
A lot has happened with this horse. He missed the Mute Mile last year despite qualifying for the Rich event with his Mute Mile win and you're in Ian Levy Cup triumph last April. Barnaby had a near-death experience 5 months ago when he lost consciousness for 3 hours while undergoing a procedure, and although Nunes registers back-to-back Della Penna Memorial wins following his score in last year's renewal with Tistock, nothing mattered more to the emotional 3-time champion than the fact that his brave 5-year-old was back.
We're almost lost in 6 months ago. Just to have him make it back was a win for me. It was a long road, and the team really did a good job of getting him back here.
Ajax Bjorn's Barnaby by 3/4 of a length over Neo Star in an Anthony Nunes 1-2 in the Linda Della Penna Memorial. The winning time for a mile, 1:39.44.
Barbadian Safi Joseph Jr. is leading and champion trainer at Gulfstream Park in Florida, but that doesn't stop him from registering dominance elsewhere. And last Saturday, he picked up a pair of stakes wins at Tampa Bay Downs.
The first of them in the Minaret Stakes 4th race on the card with his 3-5 favourite Mystic Lake. Flavien Prat reigning back-to-back Eclipse Award winner as the USA's most outstanding jockey astride for the front-running victory.
Mystic Lake is pulling away. Mystic Lake through the lane. Flavien Prat just took a peek back. He sees a monstrous lead. Mystic Lake loves it here at Tampa. She wins it by about 6 or 7 in the end.
6 stakes wins already in the new year for Safi Joseph Jr., who is the early season #1 trainer currently in all of North America. And he's pleased that Mystic Lake at 5 years old is better than she's ever been.
When we bought her, we thought we would have an early 2-year-old, and she wasn't that precocious actually, coming from the sale, and she just got better as she got older, and she proved it today again.
Mystic Lake by 7.5 lengths in the Minaret for her 12th lifetime victory, clocking 110.34 for 6 furlongs. Second year in a row, a Caribbean winner of the $125,000 event. Last year, the mare Nick Style won the Minaret Stakes for Jamaican owner Stephen Rousseau. Later on the card, Safi's Concrete Glory with Irad Ortiz aboard scored a surprise win at 6-1 in the Pelican Stakes by 2 lengths. 3 wins on the day and another on Friday at Tampa Bay Downs for Safi. He also had 3 wins in the past week at Gulfstream Park. Concrete Glory clocks 109.74 in the 6-furlong Pelican.
For weekly tally now of Caribbean wins in the USA before we go, I've counted 21 in the past week. Among them, the Jamaican trainer Rowan Crichton and Barbadian jockey Micah Husbands with 2 wins each at Gulfstream Park. The Jamaican trainer Renala Richards won 3 times at Tampa Bay Downs, and there were wins at Aqueduct in New York for the Guyanese trainers Lolita Shibmangal and Roshan Samsundar and the Jamaican trainer Raymond Handel. This is Lance at the Track, covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Remember to like, share, and click that subscribe button, and check us out again next week. Daniel Sub-Zero, I see you Monday now. I enjoy yourself on the Guango Tree there now with Georgia Sang and his Jamaica Thoroughbred Horseman's Foundation annual treat now for the men around the place with lunch and just mingling with the people. Great to see George, the legend, giving back to the place that he says really propelled him to stardom. Real excellent work there, George. You're a top man for real.
This This is the Lance Whitaker Voice in Motion YouTube channel, home of comprehensive Caribbean horse racing coverage and more. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell.